Hi kids, here we go with another educational video. I just got these M9 gimbals, you can't see that, M9s, for my Taranis X7, and found these 3D prints on Thingiverse. Costs, like with shipping and everything else, cost about $10 to get them here. The mod wasn't difficult at all. All you do is just change these leads and cut them off the old ones. Took some pictures of the way this was set up before, so I already got one of them in here. This is the new gimbal in there. Yay! So, and I'm just gonna plug everything in and see how it works. There was a little bit of cleanup on this part, and these little pinholes in here. There were those four. They needed to be cleaned out. I cleaned up the surface a little bit because it was a bit rough, so I just scrape it down a little bit. The sides needed a little bit of shaving so that the gimbal doesn't touch against it. Alright, here we go. Everything's back together. Connections ran. Now keep in mind that these gimbals are identical. One is one way, the other one's reversed. In order to release the throttle, unlike on the original gimbals, there's a screw that pulled this little lever back away from your stick. Here you actually have to remove the little piece. There's a little pin on the side here. Right there, you pull this out, pull that little spring, pop it out, and there's your throttle. Alright, so here we go, moment of truth.
Welcome to OpenTX. Throttle warning.
Okay, throttle warning,
Switch warning. All motors, low rates.
Alright, looks like, there we can see this. Looks like the throttle is reversed. Looks like actually everything is reversed. So I'm gonna go into the settings and calibrate everything. I'm sure there's a way to do that. So until I figure that out, signing off. Alright kids, gotta figure it out. Right, there's no way to actually do reversal in the software. I mean, if you want, you could probably mess around with like these connectors, switch the red and the yellow, you know, whatever. But you know, these right here, but it really isn't worth it. All I did was just flip this gimbal 180, flip this gimbal 180, and that's all you do. Loosen the screws, make sure the wires are tucked in nice. Alright, so let's do a little testy test.
Welcome to OpenTX. Low rates.
Throttle down, see, throttle going up, down, left, right, same thing with this, left, right, up, down. There's have to do a calibration real quick. Just hold down the menu button, hold down the page once and hit enter to recalibrate. I already did it, so I'm not doing it again. Might need to do it in the field, whatever. For now, it's good. These sticks are working. Yay. It took about a half hour per gimbal once I cleaned up the plastics a little bit. Alright kids, so there's one additional mod that has to be done in order for this to fit right. I know one guy talked about it online. I was kind of hoping to avoid it. That's why I put the gimbals in reverse, but obviously it doesn't work. So the module bay. Have to cut out little holes so that these two sensors can fit in. Alright, otherwise it just sits above, you know, like you're talking an eighth of an inch just sits above, and you don't want to squeeze those. I just used one of these cutter wheels on the Dremel, zip, and that's it, and it seems to fit. Doesn't look like it gets in the way of anything really. So if you still want to put a module in there, it looks like it sits flush with it. Alright, so everything will fit in. This was not a difficult mod at all. If you don't feel like waiting for the M7 gimbals, try it, give it a shot. Not that big of a deal. I didn't think it was anyway. So I can't wait to try these out, and until next time, adios mi amigos.